It's the Hexagon Subnumial movement sequence. Every time I turn my dial, leave town Some Siva, the classy dancing girl, she made me feel so damn dumb. We talked on the phone all night long about cows sitting on a pail, milk bags bulging all around out of my head. But I said, help the wheel. Help the wheel. She said, I am the wheel. And I said, well, somebody's got to die. Somebody has to pay for this movie that we made. I'm a businessman like anyone else, looking to get laid. The magic of it is, I know where you are. I'm not from this area. I live over east. I had a home with hip-hanging beads. Came home the other night, found the house in a mess. It was worse than usual. It was really a mess. There's a little piece of paper laying on the floor. There's a note on it that said, thanks a lot. It only took us 15 minutes. Or try to picture this. A musical band is performing before a live audience with a movie screen downstage. A movie is projected on the screen from behind. The images are life-size. The audience sees an amalgamation of movie and band characters in two different worlds. One flesh, one two-dimensional celluloid and sparkle screen. The audience sees dust particles in the columns of light emanating from scattered spotlights. They share the experience, although many never realize it. The projectionists backstage and maybe one or two passing stagehands are the only ones to see the light ray from the film projector. But they notice with appreciation because their beam undulates, flickering with the pseudo-motion on the screen. Each frame on the piece of film is motionless, of course, but such a subterfuge is perpetrated by quickly unwinding the film from one reel and wrapping it around another, allowing it to pass before a bright light bulb in the interim.
Inter-office memo. Dearest Now, the projectionist definitely needs to have a couple spare light bulbs for emergencies. Remind me to make a note of that at some point. Sincerely, Peculiar.
After the last composition is performed, the band members step into the screen, becoming part of the cast.
Dearest Now, be sure to add proper credits to the masthead. Sincerely, Peculiar.
At this point, the film melts, and the projectionist dies. The Hexagon Subnumial movement sequence is like astral projection, in that it's never there when you look for it, but it's always someplace. I haven't seen it for years. But I'll rise from the ashes stronger yet, stand spread-legged on a prison wall. Feel my balls bouncing between my legs. I'll laugh, I'll shout, I'll really go on about how you got the wrong man. One thing I've learned in my mistakes, the more words you speak, the less they mean. So why bother to speak at all? Unless you're sure insane is fun, Leonardo. The preceding line should be spoken with the index finger pointing towards the heavens and a quizzical grin on one's face, much like St. John the Divine. But don't try to prove nothing to me. 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 Don't try to. Don't